Hey, I'm Izzy Joing. Through the decades of research by countless modern scientists, meditation has moved from a mysterious ancient practice to an observably beneficial exercise. What do some of their tests conclude? Before I dive in, the volume of scientific tests, evidence, reports, and studies is huge. So the ones I'm about to mention are mostly meta-analysis. A meta-analysis is an examination of many scientific papers on the same specific topic. These studies are also as recent as I could find. And finally, they are papers I felt confident in understanding as a non-scientist. It is also worth mentioning that meditation is a difficult thing to study scientifically. It is very subjective. It is almost impossible to repeat meditation sessions. Meditation and the ensuing mental distraction uses many different areas of the brain that communicate with each other in different ways. And there are many ways to measure brain activity. MRI, fMRI, PET, SPECT, EEG, EMG, and MEG. Also, many of the studies I'm about to mention don't include people with serious cognitive or psychiatric disorders like schizophrenia, epilepsy, or traumatic brain injuries. So these benefits mentioned are mostly in healthy adults. It's a good thing to keep in mind. And finally, there are links to all of these studies in the description below. Let's get into it. The most important discovery about meditation is how it changes your brain. A 2014 meta-analysis compiled the results of 21 neuroimaging studies from approximately 300 meditation practitioners. These results found 8 regions consistently altered in meditators, including areas key to meta-awareness, extraceptive and introceptive body awareness, memory consolidation and reconsolidation, self and emotion regulation, and intra and inter-hemispheric communication. The report does mention concerns about publication bias and methodological limitations and calls for more research, but the conclusions that these studies point to is profound. When you engage in meditation, you are actively changing the shape of your brain, increasing grey and white matter in areas that help things like meta-awareness, body awareness, memory and brain communication, and also reducing brain matter in impulsive or unregulated emotional response areas. This analysis is an extension of the discovery of the brain's neuroplasticity, a term that defines a lasting change in brain structure and function in adults. Only recently did science discover that the adult brain changes a lot during its life. That meditation changes the brain is now obvious. What is more interesting is what happens when it changes, how different meditations change different areas, and how long changes last for. Importantly, it's not just the brain that benefits from meditation. In a 2018 clinical trial, a group of people who meditated over an 8-week period had a measurable change of the expression of 172 genes that regulate inflammation, circadian rhythms, which govern your sleep, and glucose metabolism. And that, in turn, was linked to a meaningful decrease in their blood pressure. So, the positive effects of meditation are not just isolated in the brain. Here, a meditation practice helped altered people's genetic makeup, turning on or off certain genes that help reduce their blood pressure. One study in 2015 and another in 2016 showed that meditation practitioners released less stress hormones, namely cortisol, than non-meditators. So meditation is not only affecting your genes, it's affecting how hormones are released in your body. What is great news is that you don't have to be a monk or a nun with 50 years on the cushion to experience these benefits. A 2019 study involved 2 groups of people for 8 weeks. None had ever meditated before. One group did 13 minutes of daily meditation, the other did a 13-minute podcast listening session. Those that did the meditation reported decreased negative moods, increased attention, and improved working memory after those 8 weeks. Those mental benefits alone are very encouraging, but what is even more exciting for me is that these changes are from a group that had never meditated before, so the benefits start happening almost straight away. On top of that, this daily meditation only took 13 minutes. This means meditation can be slotted into a very busy schedule and still have huge benefits. Add to this a 2011 study that showed that meditation improved sustained attention in all test subjects, and you have a very compelling set of reasons to see meditation as literally changing you for the better. So far, these benefits might seem kind of clinical or medicalized, but not all studies are aimed at observable biological trigger points. In 2019, a meta-analysis researched the prosocial benefits of meditation. Prosocial is a term in psychology that is defined as relating to or denoting behavior which is positive, helpful, and intended to promote social acceptance and friendship. The conclusions of this meta-analysis is that meditation has strong positive effects on prosocial behaviors like empathy and compassion. The list of studies that went into this analysis is huge, and the difficulties of self-reporting metrics like empathy were noted. But this conclusion gives confirmation on something that meditators have been feeling for many hundreds of years. The meditation makes you feel better about yourself, about others, and about the world that we are all a part of. An earlier meta-analysis in 2014 included 47 trials with 3,515 meditation practitioners and found that meditation programs had moderate evidence of improving levels of anxiety, depression, and pain, and low evidence of improved stress and mental health related quality of life. And a 2018 randomized control trial found that people who engaged in daily meditation for a month self-reported a positive satisfaction with life, stress, and resilience at day 10, and further improvements again at day 30. These discoveries are more like confirmations for things that meditators already felt. A better understanding of your own emotional landscape and those of others, less stress, more enjoyment of life, all because you sit down for a short time each day. So, what now? Well, this has been a very broad brush video, and I encourage you to read more and send me the studies that you might find too, because there will always be another study showing some new benefit of meditation. What is the most important thing is that you do not let these benefits be abstract. You have to make them lived. So, knowing that the benefits of meditation are not confined to opinions in dusty religious texts, but are continually being proven by the best available scientific evidence that we have, means that you need to make some time to do some meditation today. Science is telling you that you will not regret it. If you want to learn how to meditate, click this video here. If you want a guided meditation, click this playlist, and you can choose one that sounds good for you. Please leave your thoughts or questions in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you about this. Thanks for watching, and go easy.